Masego, I know that you were speaking to community members who were outraged, obviously, at the response time of law enforcement officers, some saying that it was just a ridiculous amount of time that was lapsed between the time that this complaint and the discovery of the body to the time that law enforcement actually came through to the party, which raises an issue around fear for community members.
Yes, Faith. Well, we spoke to the manager of the TVET college here, as well as the SRC chair, and basically the SRC chair, because they marched to the SAPS yesterday, was saying that there's been numerous other cases where students were attacked while walking to their respective, the places where they stay a couple of times before this tragic incident happened. So what they basically saying also, Faith, is that at around 12 o'clock is when one of Precious's friends who live next door to her room tried to call police, and what they allege is that police didn't answer and didn't come to the house to offer any help until around 3 o'clock. And as you know, Faith, the statement we got from police yesterday was that they got their first call at past 2, but that's information that we'll have to also give police a chance to respond to. But for now, I'm going to start with one of Precious's lecturers. She actually was one of the lecturers where in a subject that she passed really well. Ma'am, thank you so much. You're live on ENCA. Just first of all, what type of student was Precious?
Oh, Precious was a very humble student. She was dedicated, always in class. Even if we were to show you our records for class attendance, you will see that she was always there. When she comes for consultation, you will find her, she'll act like she doesn't want to talk at first because she was a very quiet somebody, and then she'll tell you what she wants. And then when she comes to check for her term mark to see if ever she's qualifying for exam, she doesn't even come to say, "Ma'am, I want to check if I'm qualifying." She just comes to check her marks because she knows that automatically she's qualifying. That is how excellent she was in her academic performance. We are really devastated with the passing of such a humble student. She was only left with writing public administration and municipal administration, and I am very sure that during this devastating events she was preparing for my subject, which is public administration. She was supposed to write it yesterday. Yes.
Now, did she ever share with you some of her aspirations? I imagine that she wanted to study public management to try and fix the ailments in South Africa in terms of governance here.
Yes, that is quite correct. You will know that in our public institutions, we will find that there is a hiring of people maybe who are underqualified or do not have this qualification of public management. So she aspired to actually be part of the team that is now going to groom the future public administration of South Africa. That is why she was doing public management. She wanted to shape the future of our administration.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, Faith, I just want to take you to someone very important. Her name is Precious. And you can imagine from that name, when your parent gives you that name, Faith, it means you are really precious to them. In isiZulu, we say Igugu. And this particular friend of hers, they share a name, and she stayed in the same student accommodation as her friend Precious. Ke a leboha ausi for agreeing to speak to us. Ke itse hore ho botlhoko. Ke kopa o mpolelle first of all hore o utlwile jwang ka taba ya chomi ya hao?
Taba ya Precious inquisitse bothoko ka re be ile motho mongwe wa loka e motho ba le lerato le thompho e be ke mo feta mara e ke bolela le yena e be re no ba kuru ka re disaster ene nna le ne be re thusana ka mishomo ya sekolo. From N4 to N5 I was good in computer than her. Ibe ke khona go mothusa ka computer le nna be ke struggle ka public admin ke khona go mo founela or ke rumunia go ke mmotsise a nthuse ibe ngwana mongwe gore le ga tšile sekolo wa nkemela e re fetša go ngwala di-test e ke tša re a bitsa o feditša go ngwala ngwadile botse na ke ra wa bitsa ke ngwadile. Then re tsamaye re rumuni. Sometimes re ta sekolong re sandelana di-SMS ra botsana gore taemelana library ya fita go pele ma library ya emela o mongwe ra tsamaye re ka moka. Le go le gagwe kore a ke tsebe ne ke a tseba gore e ba to phasa ka di-distinction ka re from N5 e ba bolela gore tshwantse re pushe re bereke hard a re wa tseba gore distinction yona re to di khumana ga N5 at least le ra dikhumana ene le gane bene ga N6 be ke sure gore ilo ke ra di distinction ka di 4 subjects ka moka.
Mdelo re ka Sontaga o no re o tla mo library o tlo bala wa utlwa ka lefu la hae o ikutlile jwang jwanong ha o ya ko kamoreng ya hae o bona madi ale mo monyako?
Ke fitile roomong yawe ka kry le gore mo fase mo lebating go na le madi ka tshena ka ya ka morago ga room ke kry le festere le bulegile pele ka ile ya ba bothoko ke be ke palela ko bolela ke be ke na le mogotsa ko mo lena ba re ke precious ba re le ba gotse re le bo precious re tre ke yana ile go gona gore ang comforte ka mkhwebo ke ka gona e be ke sa gone selo ka palela ko ta library mara ke a tseba gore ke lo pasa ene lena ke a tseba gore ba to pasa o ya ka mkhona lena be gore thusana ka ona re tsebana ka ona e be mo thora tsa di jokes ke ta mo gopola ka smile sa go le lerato le be go mpha lona a ke tsebe gore na to ba ke sa share le man di problem jaaka
gona nong kamera ya hae empty how to saying how fitting into le ya lo kokota o lo mo check
kore ke feta mo rumoneo ke no mo gopola re bijana bitso o fetsa re tsamaye re sekolong ke gopola mantšu agwe a phela re bitso re a tseba gore tetšene sekolong re tshwantse re kgotsofatše batswadi ba rena mafelong ba kgona go bona gore ka nnete be ba sa patele di-fees for lefela be ba sa patele rente for nothing e ba to bona di-results tša rena be ba to thaba ke ya mo gopola ene ke to dula ke mo gopola ka metla.
Faith, just to translate very quickly for you, I know we have to wrap up soon, but this is Precious, Precious's friend. She says on the morning that she found out she was on her way to the college to study for the exam that they were supposed to be writing together yesterday, and that's when she found out. She says she rushed back to the room because she stays in the same student accommodation, and when she arrived there, she just saw a large pool of blood rather outside her friend's door, and that's when she knew what had happened. She says she was a wonderful person who passed really well, and she already misses her dearly.
Of course, as the story develops, we'll be shedding some light in terms of exactly who the perpetrator is. From what we understand, law enforcement has not been able to apprehend a suspect as yet. We're going to leave it there for now. Masego is out at Capricorn TVET College.